Hello, my name is Isaac, and I'm here to share some health and fitness tips for people recovering from religious trauma, or you just left a high demand group. And I am a fitness expert, and I have, it'll be 20 years of experience once July hit here. I've been a fitness professional for 20 years. Now, I want to give this advice free, and I'm not looking to make any money off of this. You all have been through enough. Health and fitness is always necessary, and your self development will really help you to recover. Not fully heal the wounds, but it will help you. So, I'm here to talk about some dietary things. So, if you want to lose some weight, tone up a little bit more, build some muscle, I'm going to take some time to give you some health and fitness tips. It won't be everything, but I'm going to give you some things. So first of all, I'm going to discuss weight loss first. Now, there's so many things that you can do for weight loss, but there are laws that you have to adhere to. So it's like you might see 45 different fitness concepts, but they all have the same principles in common if they work. People might trick themselves into thinking that something is so new that you are doing different movements, but some principles have to be met. You have to meet the principle of frequency, how often you do it, duration, how long you're doing something regarding exercising, things like that. Even with your diet, that still applies. Progression and overload, overtraining or undertraining. You also have variation, creating different movements in there. You have the specificity principle. As an example, if you're working your biceps, you can't work your biceps and expect it to work your legs. So you have to actually work with your addressing. And also you have cardiovascular and muscular strength and muscular endurance. So if you want to get better with muscular strength and endurance, then you need to do endurance training, which is usually high reps, low rest periods. Strength training, more reps, such as like 6 to 8 reps, or maybe even 10, 2 to 3 minute rest period. And you want to be able to come back and do that same weight again on the exercise. For example, if you did 200 pounds on bench press, adjust the weight where you can do 200 pounds again after a few sets. Now, if you have poor endurance, you might do one set and can be shot. So you have to build your endurance first. And that's so not really deep, but I can talk about that another time. So those are principles that we have to meet. Then you have something called bioenergetics, which is your phosphagen system, your fast and slow glycolysis. That's going to be how to use your carbohydrates. Your phosphagen system is usually activated with more intense workouts. It's like the first 30 minutes, the first 30 seconds to a minute of an exercise. As an example, your body may pull from your phosphagen system during a power clean. Then it'll switch over to your fast and slow glycolysis. And then you have your oxidative system that pulls mainly from fat. So the phosphagen pulls your carbohydrates. The fast and slow glycolysis pulls from your carbohydrates as well. Oxidative primarily uses fat. Now, this is still subjective because your body is going to pull from what you have. If you don't have any glucose in your system, then you'll probably pull from your glycogen stores, which is going to deplete your muscles and make your muscles not look as firm. But then, if you don't have enough carbohydrates or fat, it could be good fat for energy, then your body will start to use protein. That's going to cut into your lean muscle tissue. And your body percentage will actually go up. Your body fat percentage. You don't want that. You never want to use protein as energy. So you have to be balanced. And that's going to lower your metabolism. So when it comes to weight loss, you want to make sure that your calories are restricted. That's first and foremost. Now, not restricted on a day-to-day basis. Yes, it is restricted on a day-to-day basis. I'm telling you to focus on a week's deficits. Like if you're taking in 2,000 calories a day, that's what you need to maintain your weight as an example. Then you want to restrict that by 500 to 1,000. So if you're taking in 2,000 to maintain your weight, you don't want to maintain your weight, take the calories down. 500 will be 1 pound a week. as an example, because that would be 3,500 calories. 500 times 7 is 3,500. That's 1 pound. If you did 1,000 calories, 1,000 times 3,500 is going to be 7,000 calories. So, well, actually, it's not correct. I meant 1,000 times 7 is 7,000. So if you restrict your calories by 1,000 calories a day, 1,000 times 7 days in a week, that'll be 7,000. Divide that by 2, that's 3,500. So that's 2 pounds. Now, you also have to eat frequently, ideally. Now, there's some people that do fasting. Fasting works very well if you're able to do it. Now, I don't recommend it if you have insulin resistant problems sometimes, in most cases. But if you're able to go at least 16 hours without eating and eat on an 8-hour shift based on being up for 24 hours, or not up for 24 hours, but based on a 24-hour day, then that will be very effective. If you eat between a certain time frame every day, you allow your body to adjust to only processing food during that time. Now, you still have to be aware of your calories for body fat storage, but it is very effective if you can do it. Now, you will feel a little weaker depending on your workout routine. As an example, if you're not used to being in a state of ketosis, which is pretty much shifting your body with the glucagon that begins to be processed in the brain, shifts over to using just pure fat as energy. Most people can't do that, but if you can, that's good too. So your body doesn't automatically burn fat right away. It burns fat based on how intense an exercise is and how long something is. This is why while you're working out, it's good to do high intensity first and then do like something low impact at the end, because now you're in your fat burning zone. Now, you could already be in the fat burning zone if you're doing a ketosis diet. So it depends. But I say use all your energy systems. So imagine being at a gas station, you see 87, like unleaded, 89, super unleaded, and then the 80, 87, 89, 93 rather, premium. So you literally have like 3 energy systems in your body: the phosphagen system, the fast and slow glycolysis, and oxidative system. Now, based on the tank that you have all 3 tanks. This is an illustration. You're going to pull from that fuel. So you want to use all 3 of your figurative engines, because you don't want to only burn fat by doing something low intense like just walking all the time, but then you have all these excess carbs that you're not going to use because your workout isn't intense enough to pull from the carbs. But you're also pulling 2 types of carbs, the fast and the slow glycolysis system, where you're pulling from the complex ones and the simple ones. So that's why you want to have a workout structure where you use exercise order, where you do the most intense things first to really pull from those carbohydrates. But then you want to tailor it off so your body can kind of do this for your energy system. And then where it slowly switches to where you don't want to deplete all of your carbs, because you still need some glycogen stores. But then now it shifts into fat burning. But if it's too intense, your body might pull from protein a little bit if you don't have it balanced. So that's why you want to educate yourself on macros. So I recommend macronutrients. I recommend which are your fat, your protein, and your carbs. So I recommend downloading an app called MyFitnessPal or another app. Start with tracking your food. You need to make sure you understand your serving sizes in order for this app to give you some accurate feedback. Put all of your food in there, what you eat every single day for at least a week. And then look at your percentages. See, out of a 100 percentile example, that's going to come from your fat, protein, and carbs. Out of everything that you're eating, how much is fat? How much is protein? How much are carbs? And then see, maybe your protein is too high. Maybe your carbs are too high. When you're trying to lose weight, you do need to cut your carbs. That's the only time you cut your carbs, when you're trying to lose weight. Now, you can still lose weight if your overall calories are low. But when it comes down to body fat, you might have a good weight, but still not look tight. See, you need to also get your anthropometrics, get all your measurements in inches. Get a skilled trainer to do that. And also get your body fat. Find out your fat-free mass. Because see, the scale only tells you what you weigh and matter. That's going to factor in all your water, all of your bones. It's not going to give you the fat percentages. So you need to get your body fat tested. So when you get your weight in newtons may say, as an example, this person weighs 200 pounds. But then you get your body fat tested, and let's say that you're a 10% body fat, which is really good. So that means you have 20 pounds of fat, as an example. So now you have 180 pounds of free or lean mass. That means everything that's non-fat, all your bones, you got 20 pounds of fat. So likewise, find out, get your weight, get your body fat, then you can isolate how many pounds of fat you have. You're going to always have some fat pounds. You're never going to not have some type of fat on you. You have to. You're not going to be alive. Now, the percentages are different for men and women. So what I recommend is getting your inches measured, get your body fat checked, and then get your weight, and then have somebody educate you about these numbers. Or I can do it once you get it checked. Now, I can't check your body fat or get your inches because that has to be done in person. But get somebody to do it for you, and I will gladly educate you about it. Feel free to reach out to me via email. Ask me questions about this. Also, you can ask me fitness questions down below about how many calories should I take in. All I need is your age, your height, and your weight, and I can tell you. Also, the format of how you eat. Perhaps it is best to have breakfast as your biggest meal of the day. It is best to get your carbs out of the way earlier in the day versus eating them late. Consistently do that. It is good to have protein in each meal. It is good to have more carbs before you work out, before your weight training, and less carbs after the workout. Less protein before workout, a little bit of protein, more carbs before you work out, and after the workout, regarding weight training, more protein, less carbs. Or you can do fasted cardio on an empty stomach. Now, it's proven that for women, taking a little bit of protein versus just totally not having anything on your stomach is best for women. A little bit of protein, like maybe 5 to 10 grams of protein. Then they work out. Their body will respond better. That just helps you burn more fat. Is it necessary? No. But if you work out on an empty stomach, if your body allows you to do that, if you don't have metabolic syndrome issues with diabetes or high blood pressure, your body will do well with this. It allows you to go straight into those fat reserves and pull from them. Be mindful of your water intake, your sodium. Don't take in too much sodium to make sure you retain fluid. Try to eat every 2 hours for your shifts. For example, if you're doing 8 hours, try to eat every 2 hours. So that gives you at least 3 meals as an example, maybe a snack, or you can do an hour and a half. So when you're fasting, stick to your fasting schedule. If you're going to eat between 3 p.m. and 10 p.m., shut down eating once you get to 10 p.m. Do it consistently, and you're going to see a big difference. You also have CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, that will help you to burn more fat. Now, if you're a diabetic, it may not be good for you to take that. You can also take thermogenics if you don't have any heart issues, or you can consult with your doctor on that. So there's so much stuff that you can take. Get some healthy fat into your body every day, coming from your nuts and omega-3 fatty acids from fish, or you can take a fish oil supplement. You need fat to burn fat. It's not fat that makes you fat calories rather. It's the overconsumption of calories. The only bad fats that you're going to have are your trans fat and your saturated fat. You need good fats for your mono, poly, and your mono and your polyunsaturated fats. So focus on your diet. Try to eat 4 to 5 times a day. Structure it. And also you can take an appetite suppressant at the end of the day, or you can use apple cider vinegar. You want to make sure you're using the restroom at least 2 to 3 times a day, ideally. And then you want to be able to pee as many times as possible as well. And when I say 2 to 3 times, we're referring to number 2. And also drink lots of water. Be mindful of carbs, even the good carbs. So it's the starches also that will get you in trouble. Bread, rice, pasta, and potatoes. I'm not saying not to have them, but when you're trying to lose weight, those are the main carbs you want to be mindful of. When you're on a weight loss diet, ideally stick with fruits and vegetables and eat your fruits earlier in the day. So that is some good advice for that. Now if you're building, I'm gonna talk about building muscle another time. So this is just for pure weight loss and reducing. This is not everything, but it's just a few things. Feel free to email me. Let me know what you need help with. And even if you're a Jehovah's Witness, I'll help you. It does not matter. I am pretty much retired from health and fitness. I still work with people with disabilities with it, but I give this advice away free. If you're a trainer, I teach people, I give people advice about growing their training business. You can literally call me. I have to make sure that you're not a weirdo, but I'll give you that advice. I just like helping and giving stuff away. So again, feel free to like and subscribe and comment and share my YouTube channel. So subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notifications. And I will share more health and fitness advice in the future, but also this channel is for former Jehovah's Witnesses and anyone dealing with leaving religious trauma regarding a high demand group. And also when I get back into writing books, this channel is for that. Also for my poetry. Trust me, there's a lot of poetry on the way, spoken word, and also for philosophical things. I like to discuss philosophy, religion in general. There's a lot of stuff to stay tuned in for on this channel. So it's going to be various audiences. But take care. Let me know if you need anything, and have a great weekend. Bye.